All right. Hello. Thank you for joining us on this Cold Case Files podcast in collaboration with the Tucson Police Department. We're going to get started by reminding anyone with information you're urged to contact 88 Crime. Tipsters remain anonymous. You can call 520-882-7463. Collect calls are accepted. Or you can download the mobile app, the P3 Tips. That's what it's called. Free download for Androids or iPhones. Or you can visit 88crime.org online and submit a tip there. So I have a detective with the Tucson Police Department with us here today, and we're going to talk about a case from 2000?
Correct.
2000, January 2000, right?
Exactly.
And this is a cold case that's being brought up today, but this one's going to have a different flow compared to some of the other ones that we have put out to the public, right? In this particular one, we're going to be looking for information on potentially a witness as opposed to...
That's correct.
Okay, so before we get any further, let the audience know who you are, what you do with the Tucson Police Department, and then we'll jump into the specifics of this case.
Sure. My name is Steve Acevedo. I'm a detective with the Tucson Police Department, and I'm currently assigned to the Cold Case Homicide Unit. And I'm glad to be back here on the podcast to talk about this case that's specifically 25 years old. And the case that stems from specifically January 21st was a Friday of 2000 on Tucson's east side. And the circumstances of the investigation itself involve a car fire where a male was found deceased inside the vehicle. And our intent, and for the past 25 years, information related to the case itself is specific to locating a person who may have potentially witnessed some circumstances before, during, and possibly after the report of the car fire where this male was found deceased.
And directors, can you pull the witness picture up on the screen for us so we can show the viewers on this? So if you're listening to this on Spotify and you want to watch video, you can, or if you want to go to the YouTube channel, Live the Dream Media, you can check this out. So this is the picture of the witness of interest here.
That is correct.
And what's this environment? What are we looking at here?
So what we're looking at is the cashier's counter and entryway to what was then and is now still a 7-Eleven store in the 700 block of East Broadway, so basically Broadway and Kolb. That 7-Eleven was in existence in 2000, January of 2000, and is also currently standing. And the still images are roughly taken from on or about January 21st of 2000, mid-morning or just after midnight, of a white female, somewhere between the ages of 20 and 30 years of age. You can see maybe a floral or Hawaiian print shirt, shorts, and it appears as if there's a purchase of a Bud Light case of beer. At this time, this surveillance footage from the 7-Eleven was collected in January of 2000. It's been reviewed, and with some newer technology, sort of the best stills that we can extrapolate from that video surveillance that we'd like to appeal to the public and seeking information as to who this person may be.
Okay, and the location of this 7-Eleven is close to where the crime was?
That is correct.
Okay. All right, so there was something else that was brought up in regards to the time frame of this, and that was the arsonists. That there was a report of arsonists in the area. So if you could pull that article up. Thank you, right here. So arsonists plaguing the east side.
That is correct, and that is I believe a Tucson Citizen at the time news article related to a series of about 19 fires of various sorts, dumpster fires, residential fires, and car fires in and around a square block of the city of Tucson on the east side. There's a map there that indicates those locations. One of this incident itself occurred during that time. It took discussing the idea of December of 99 into roughly about this time of February of 2000, where these random fires occurred. And the car fire itself happened to occur specifically Broadway and Kolb. There's a commercial space there that fire and police personnel responded to. The fire was extinguished, and at that time, they discovered a male inside the vehicle that was deceased. Also of note is that this homicide itself, in terms of identification, the male is identified at this time as John Doe. There is no information specific as to this person's name, where this person may have lived. So that is another intent behind coming forward with this information, to appeal to the public to see if anyone may have had a missing persons report, not only in Tucson, Arizona, the Southwest United States, or even the United States, where someone may have been reported missing. They may have been visiting Tucson, not heard from. And so that's another reason behind our intent to ask for the public's help.
Where was the individual located in the vehicle?
Inside the passenger compartment.
Passenger compartment.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And then also we have another article which is about the incident that was published, I believe, by the Tucson Citizen. So if we can pull up that article, Director, the one just labeled article there. Thank you. Can you zoom in on that a little bit, make it a little bigger? The article's on the bottom there of the newspaper page. Thank you. So, man found dead in burned car at Broadway and Kolb. And this article came out, I believe, on the 22nd.
That is correct. The day after.
Okay.
That was published, and there was initial just information of identifying a male inside the vehicle, and the location itself, Broadway and Kolb, at the time, if people lived on the east side, it was referred to as sort of the area where the Kmart store was. Mm-hmm. Now I believe it's a Floor and Decor, but it's the northwest quadrant of Broadway and Kolb. Specifically, where this incident occurred was at 7139 East Broadway, to the north of.
Okay. Okay, so those that have information, again, you can reach out to 88 Crime, remain anonymous. You can visit our website, 88crime.org, or call 520-882-7463. And of course, we also have the P3 Tips app for you to download for Androids or iPhones. Is there anything else you'd like to elaborate on in this case as far as reaching out to the community for help?
Yes, if I can just emphasize the 2 points. One is coming forward with information related to the deceased person, who again is identified as John Doe, a male, unknown race, potentially 45 to 55 years of age, with medium build. That is an appeal to the public. And then the other piece is, again, to emphasize that the woman seen in the still images at this point in time is potentially a witness. And if anyone can sort of, again, jog their memory from 25 years ago, if it was them, or better yet, if they knew that person, or that person may have made mention of witnessing a car fire, that we would encourage them to come forward and, again, contact either the Tucson Police Department's Cold Case Homicide Unit, 88 Crime, or the P3 Tips app.
All right. Thank you so much for being here again, Steve. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for featuring this.
Thank you all for listening. And again, check out 88 Crime if you have any more questions. Take care.
Thanks.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash.
When you call in anonymously with the tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward.
Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.